Yep, I'm talking to you. You're getting hungry. Very hungry. Your mouth is watering. You have a craving. A craving for Doritos. A craving for crunchy tacos. Well, have I got the treat for you. It's that time again. It's grill time, baby. Come on in tomorrow only to get your charcoal for 50% off. Choose your favorite smoker. That's 20% off. 3453 North Kimball in Chicago, Illinois. Remember, this sale is for one day only. Now that's how you save big money. Get selling out fast and secure. Your tickets now. The first annual 1043 2018 Hip Hop Fallback Jam Session is something you don't want to miss. Hey, it's Danaya, Azure, and you are now tuned in to No Filter Radio with your host, Dope as Music.
So we're working on that.
Television.
Sissy. Okay. So I think it's so special having my big sister do my makeup. I love when my sissy Erica helps me kind of play, I say dress up. It just makes me feel like, you know, my big sister making me look fly, as she would say. I like it. Smoky sexy.
Social media. Video shoots. Photo shoots. Live stream.
Like 2 weeks ago, and most of you know I'm a casting associate, so I cast background and extras and whatever for 4-star casting.
Movies.
Dwayne, can I see you in my office?
Yeah. Can I use the bathroom first?
Well, make it fast.
YouTube videos.
Sweet love, hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame in love. Don't you ever.
Or commercials. Danaya Designs for You will get you right. Grab that S4S jewelry. Just go to bit.ly/DD4U jewelry.
Located at 4655 South King Drive. Approved by Papas Everywhere.
Hello, Grand Rising, everyone. Whew. We've had a very interesting weekend. We'll see how long I stay on here. I just want to make my point real quick. So I think it's really funny that everyone had so much to say when Megan Thee Stallion got shot. There was all the keys and the memes and then there was accusations that maybe she deserved it because they were physically fighting, and maybe she deserved it because she's bigger than him and because she's a tall girl. You know, he's short, she's tall. Maybe they deserved it for that purpose, right? You know, maybe that was what warranted her from getting shot. Then there was a question of was she shot or not, right? And now we find out the truth. We find out the truth. Tory Lane shot her because they had an argument and she wanted to get out the car. The same people that was screaming, you know, and joking and kidding and memeing and all of that. Where are y'all now? Hey, Cassie, how are you? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where you was laughing and kikiing and saying how, you know, it's funny and she thinks she's so gangster and this and that and the third. But now that we know the truth, where are you now that you know the truth of what happened? I'm not seeing those videos coming up there of saying, well, maybe we should apologize to this girl. Oh, no. Oh, you thought I was going to talk about the message speaking. I don't even care about that. I'm more concerned with the fact that y'all thought that it was okay for this girl to get shot because she was taller than him. That was cute. That was cute. That was real cute. Everyone thought it was fine for her to be harmed. There were so many jokes around social media to the point that she actually had to come out and show her scars. Her feet are still healing because people didn't believe that she got shot. Oh, she's making it up. This, that, and the third. I'm confused at this point. Hello to the Charm Squad and to everyone who's going to watch this phenomenal replay later. Hello to everyone in the bushes. I do not think you understand that this is not okay. The reason people ask, well, why do we always say Black Lives Matter? Well, hell, Black women matter because apparently we have to say that because look what happened. She said that she didn't say anything because the police are killing us. So she didn't want to put him out there for that specific reason. Think about this. Think about the logic. She got shot by her prick-ass boyfriend, and she doesn't want to tell on him because she doesn't want the police to kill him. The humanity that she has, because it had it been me, honey, I would have been like, nah, I'm good. All right, dude, do what you do. Figure it out in prison because you tried to kill me. But everyone had so many jokes, so many kikis, so many memes. And now, crickets. Motherfucking crickets. How can you sit up there and say that you love Black women when you don't give a damn about protecting them? This isn't the first occurrence that it's very clear that we don't give a damn about Black women. This isn't even the newest occurrence. It's a more mainstream one. Because it doesn't matter how much money you have. And I think the best part about this whole situation was people were mad at her for celebrating her success on her song WAP with Cardi B. They were mad that she wasn't in pain, crying at home, that she mustered up the energy to go out for a couple hours and have fun. Could you imagine what she's been going through? Imagine that you got shot. Let's start there. So you got shot. People are dragging you on social media because they don't believe that you got shot, or they believe that you deserved it because of the way that you talk in your music. Is that really what we're doing right now? So because, and also they believe that it's okay because you are a tall girl and you're bigger than him, so you must have been in the wrong. You must have put your hands on him. And again, I state, now that we know this isn't the hate calls world, how are you? Now that we know this isn't what happened, what do we do next? Your apology needs to be as loud as your disrespect. I literally see crickets. The same people that was talking mess and saying how crazy it was and this and that and the third are saying nothing now. I try to explain on so many occasions. Celebrities are people that just have more acknowledgement than non-celebrities. That's it. And they have more funds in some cases. And that's not even the case all the time in the music industry, Because look at the TLC movie. They had all that money. I'm sorry. They had all those hit records, but they were broke. Same thing goes for NSYNC had the same issue. I can't remember if Backstreet Boys had the same issue. I know NSYNC had the same issue. But back to Megan Thee Stallion. Everyone thought, I shouldn't say everyone, but too many people were trying to drag this girl on social media because she got shot. Trying to figure out a way that they can make it her fault. Every single time something happens to us, it's always our fault. Sandra Bland got shot. Hey Flo, how are you? Sandra Bland got killed, and the blame was put on her because she talked back to the officer. Hold on 1 second. Cole source, I've been tormented in the situation. And I know a lot of people don't feel me, but Tori's my guy and I love the fuck out of him. Megan is cool. You know, for me, I kind of knew what Tori was, and not really. And at this point, my thing is that he shot her. Like, I don't like. There's nothing that I can even say. Even if I liked his music at some point, I heard one of the songs. I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's him. Canceled. In my opinion, he's canceled. That's my personal opinion. Maybe because I'm a tall girl and I've been down the road where we're told to make sure that we don't say anything and upset people, blah, blah, blah. You know, because we got to be the quote unquote bigger person, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard, but that's what happened all the time, especially in schools. But even to this day, like I was saying earlier, Sandra Bland, the only reason that she's dead right now is because she towered over that officer. Let's be very, very clear. Because I saw the entire video. He was the one that forced her to make the quote-unquote illegal move because of the way that he was following her. And then she was like, why'd you pull me over? What's going on? Da, da, da. Had she been a white woman, this wouldn't have even happened because he just would have, said something smart and got back in the car. But because she was a tall black woman who towered over him, he was like, oh, nah. And she uppity too. I'm going to get this bitch. That's how that went. And then they lynched her when she got to the freaking jail. That's what happened for real. And you notice how mainstream media, how the truth came out, mainstream media kind of fell back. Mainstream media kind of fell back. Like, it's just insane. Like, absolutely insane. I was shocked. I'm not even shocked. I was appalled. Coast, I want to know what happened for him to shoot her. It doesn't make a difference because he was wrong. Cole's World, they were literally arguing, like having a conversation, and she wanted to get off the car. That's literally what it was. It's so sad. It's such a sad situation because all they were doing was arguing, and she wanted to get out the car. They were arguing, and she wanted to get out the car. She did not touch him, which she said on multiple occasions, but she did not put her hands on him, and everyone said that she did only because she's taller than him. There's no reason. Like, it's absolutely insane the mess that we went through in the situation. Like, I don't even understand why people think that this is acceptable. He's crazy short man syndrome. Child, pretty much. Yep. He has crazy short man syndrome. I agree. And that happens a lot. But the thing is, people don't understand that part. So all they do is go with she must have done something. Every single time one of us gets killed, we must have done something wrong. We had to have said something, did something, disrespected someone, put our hands on someone. Maybe we clicked out, put our head the wrong way, whatever. It's always our fault. I'm so tired of the victim blaming. It's absolutely disgusting that every single time it's victim blaming whenever one of us dies. And it gets no media attention. Let's start there. Why hasn't he? That's a good question. Has he been charged? And did he turn himself in? I need him to turn himself in and leave. Go back to Canada. They need to deport him. Because he's not even from here. What a lot of people don't realize is that he could have seriously harmed her. What if he had hit a major artery? What if she had bled out completely because she wasn't able to get help? But no one thought about that part, though. Nobody thought about. He had him in charge because he was just a suspect. It wasn't confirmed. Megan just confirmed it last week, and she said she didn't confirm it because she was scared. Woo, baby, Corinne Gaines. Perfect example. Perfect example. This whole thing about we want to blame the victim, especially when it's a Black woman first, before we even know all of what happened in the situation, needs to stop. We are constantly blaming the Black woman when something happens to the Black woman. I don't understand that concept at all. I am just appalled by the way these situations continuously happen. Even with Breonna Taylor, if somebody's in Kentucky, please explain to me how it is that someone who was sleeping can get killed by the cops. Never had a record, never had anything, never committed a crime in their life, but they can get killed by the cops over, I don't know, was it mistaken identity? Was it? I think it's pure laziness because the guy they were looking for was sitting in the police station. So in my opinion, that's just pure laziness. Just pure fucking laziness. Over and over again, we have the same freaking issues. Because no one wants to stand up and say anything. And shout out to Bun B. Bun B was like, nah, this was some bullshit. Y'all, like, we love her here. Y'all did that because, she has no support. Because she's lost her mother, her grandmother, and her father. So people that unconditionally love her. You live in Kentucky Crow's world. What is going on down there? Oh, actually, never mind. I think I answered my own question. Because last time I checked, Kentucky was still a red state. But Crow's said, for me, it's a thought of for every action, there's a reaction. So you do assume something bad happened to the other person first. I think for me, because I've seen the situation play out so many times and I've been in a situation where I've had to, contain myself from going off on multiple occasions because of things that are done to me first, I have a little bit different perspective. I know that it's always been a situation where it's like, I've always been told to ignore the shit, be the bigger person, quote unquote, because it seems like we have, if you're a tall girl, you have more responsibility to keep your cool and all of that because you don't want to be considered a quote unquote threat, which is the dumbest shit I've ever seen, but it's true. Because short guys have issues. It's not all of them, but a lot of them do because they're mad because God gave us height. Sorry, not sorry. I've been 6'2" since I was 12 years old, so the mess that I went through, I don't have sympathy for people that decide to just shoot girls because they got mad. Because they said they wanted to leave the fucking car. Nobody will lie about getting shot. Like it boggled my mind because it was just the fact of like, this girl was clearly hurt. I saw the video when her feet were bleeding, and she had to actually show people that she was harmed. Like it was just insane that she even had to go to that extent. And that's my thing. It was insane that she had to go to that extent in order to prove her point. Little Nation said, I thought men like long legs. Honey, here's the problem. They do, but they're also mad because again, because God gave us height and they didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? So they're upset. I mean, I get it. It happens, whatever. But that's no reason to harm someone, whether it be verbally or physically. And that's the problem. Child, like I said, guys do like long legs, but apparently they can't handle it when theirs are shorter. It's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's very, very true. It's appalling that we are constantly having to defend Black women because, well, mainstream media is not going to do it. You didn't see this pop up, but I think it's funny. When it first happened and we thought it was like a big fight and this and the third, and mainstream media was all over it. But now we know the truth. And we know that Megan did nothing wrong other than say she wanted to get out the car. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. So I got long legs and I'm 5'3". I've dealt with angry little men out here. Child. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Colesworth said, money doing anything, mess up to the point where they get locked up, and having to do something, period. Exactly. Let me just say this. There is never an excuse. Never an excuse to shoot someone because you had an argument. Never. Even if you're in a physical altercation, unless you are literally, hold on, is money doing anything fucking up to the point where they get locked up and having to do some time period. I think it's more, hold on. Yeah. I think that's the issue with the fact of like, it doesn't matter. At this point, hold on, the last one before that, hold on. Wait, so the one that says hold on. Where'd it go? The one that says for me, it's a thought of for every action, there's a reaction. That one? Lord, child. I'm gonna need you to come up in a second. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, he's gonna have to go back to Canada. It's a wrap for him. Yes, that is very true. Oh yeah, he's definitely going back to Canada. It's a wrap. She said the last one. Child, that's like 4 comments up. See, I came with you. I got you. Yeah, he's going back to Canada. We're definitely going back to Canada. There's no question about that. That is insane. It's insane. It's insane. Because the problem is we have all these people out here that prejudge women when they are the victims. It's always, always, always our fault. Look, I'm about to give you the streamer link. You're about to come up here in a second. Let me see. I think I read that one. The one I saw it before that. Hold on. Oh, okay. I think it's this one. I want to know what happened for him to shoot her. It didn't make a difference because he was wrong, no doubt, but it's hard for me to cancel him out. I hope that's the one because that's the only one I see outside of it. Wait, let's see. Yeah. That's the last one. Okay, so I understand. Child, we gonna hold on. It might not come through because I don't even see that one. Let me see. So yeah, so live streaming 101. So like when it comes to the comments, it's tricky when you're trying to go back and forth. Hold on, it might not have came through, and that's the issue. Hold on. I think it didn't come through. Let me check. Want to hear? Wait, what note happened? Hold on. Doggone it. 1 second. 1 second. You might have to retype it because I literally cannot see it. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, it's not coming. It didn't. Right before Flow Nation. Hold on. Yeah, it definitely didn't come through. If you can retype it, that'd be awesome. Because literally, because the first one that comes through is when you're saying hi, and then it has the you being torn. Yeah, that one. I understand one. I did not see it. So if you can retype that for me, that would be phenomenal. Because that one's not coming up. I don't know why it's not coming up on my end. It might have been a situation where. Hold on, let me see. Let me check because it might have been a situation where Google held it. Let me check real quick. Aha, that's what it was. Google held the comment. I see it. I got it. So yeah, Google held the comment. I got you. So it says, okay, so I understand where you're coming from. Everyone's walking life and experiences are different. I can't believe people do some dumb shit like that. I really don't understand a person with money. Okay, now I get it. With money, doing anything fucking up to the point where they get locked up and having to do some time period. Yeah. So let me explain this. So let me explain to you what happened. Okay, I got it. So what happened, right? Okay. Let me explain to you guys. So this is how this platform works. A lot of people don't understand, right? So when it comes to the comments, what happens if I'm not looking at my phone? I'm looking on the actual StreamYard, right? So what Google will do, or YouTube will decide what comments they want to come through and what comments they think are. Hold on, let me see this real quick. I'm confused. Yeah. Okay. So, Google will decide, what comments they want to come through and what comments they think are quote unquote inappropriate. However, there was nothing in that comment that was inappropriate at all because you even made sure that you misspelled the swear word. So, YouTube, I'm so confused. Like y'all have so many crazy rules on what we're supposed to say or we're not supposed to say. What's blocked, what might not be blocked, what's held, what's inappropriate. There was nothing in that comment that was inappropriate. Go ahead and show me in that comment what was inappropriate. Like I'm so child, I have no idea. I'm confused, girl. I don't even know. I'm so confused. To dig a hell because of the cuss word. The cuss word wasn't even spelled out properly. It was misspelled specifically, so it wouldn't have this issue. YouTube, y'all blowing me. I swear for goodness, you really, really are. Y'all are blowing the heck out of me with this mess. Like. It's insane because I was like, "Where is it at? I don't see it." Yeah, I had to go on my phone and look. Like it's just nuts the way that we are, the way we are silenced on this platform. I swear, I'm ready to go back to Periscope. I promise you, Periscope was popping before y'all came up here. We're gonna make Periscope popping again. Y'all better quit playing. Y'all got so your content creators are leaving. Oh, Jesus Louise. And y'all wonder why YouTubers are doing other platforms. Like, we can't be YouTubers. We have to be content creators because YouTube won't let us be great. Anyways, back to my point. So, I get it in the terms of like, StreamYard. No, StreamYard is very interesting. Exactly. Cold World. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, but it's so crazy because the whole situation that we have when it comes to all of this is just what we've been saying. We talk about Black Lives Matter. We talk about Black Women Matter. We have to continuously say that because it's so apparent that in so many people's eyes, Black women don't matter. Black women are some of the most disrespected people in the world. And that consistently is proven on multiple occasions. StreamYard is not. So what's crazy is that so StreamYard, what happens when on the back end, right? So we're here, we're looking at the comments. You can see the comments, but you can't see if a comment's been helped. I have to look at my phone for that because on the phone you can actually see what comments are there and all that kind of stuff. But I love StreamYard because you're able to give it your own flair, add your logo, add your website. Make sure you guys grab your copy of HTML magazine at www.k4sent.com. That's www.k4sent.com. The cover feature is 6 Grammy Award winner Malik Youssef, who wrote Sandcastles for Beyonce and worked with Kanye and Jay-Z and John Legend and so many amazing artists. And then we have Trey Mosley, who is a voiceover artist. Andre Bellos, who is an actor and a hip-hop artist. And Taylor Iman, who is an amazing vocalist. She's been on Broadway. She's also a vocal coach, actress, model, just doing the damn thing. So we have a phenomenal issue for you. So make sure you guys go to www.k4sent.com. You can actually look directly up above my head, and that's where that website is, and grab your copy of HTML magazine because it looks phenomenal. Got some new sponsors and everything. So yes, we're definitely doing the damn thing over at HFL Magazine, K4S Entertainment. But yeah, it's absolutely insane that Black women are constantly attacked. Whether we did it or not. Whether we did it or not. It's always our safety is always the afterthought. It's literally always. If we get killed, what did we do? If we get assaulted, what were we wearing? Every single time. As if the answer is going to be an excuse for someone disrespecting us. I'm confused. So let me get this straight. Someone commits a crime against me, but your first question is, what did I do to deserve the crime getting committed against me? Right? That's what we're going with. Y'all screwed up. But you're trying to figure out what I did. You're trying to figure out what I did to get myself harmed. I'm not understanding this. It's appalling the way that Megan Thee Stallion was treated, or is being treated. Like I said, I hope everybody that did that same bullshit, that was throwing the memes up and laughing and kikiing, is apologizing to her. And she doesn't have to accept any apologies because that was just insane. But I hope they're at the very least apologizing to her in the same manner that they disrespected her when she had the worst, when I say the worst year of her life, the worst, I think 2 years. Imagine you get sick and your mom's not there. Now imagine you get killed. Almost that you almost get killed and your mom's not there. Almost losing your life and your mother's not there to help you. Your father's not there. Your grandma's not there. She had to go through this alone, y'all. I don't think I understand. It's a damn quarantine. She had to go through this by herself. And y'all were mad at her because she was having fun. Because she was recovering. And you wanted to see the bandages and see the wounds and this and that and the third that she was trying to cover up so she could be cute to celebrate her single going her collaboration going #1. I'm confused. I'm confused by the fact that we think that it's okay to sit up here and demean Black women I'm confused by the fact that we still think that it's okay to sit up here and cause Black women harm, and that's humorous to you all. It's humorous when we're hurting. It's humorous when we're put in pain. I mean, I'm not surprised at this point. I'm frustrated that we keep on getting blamed for the shit. But I'm not surprised that you're consistently laughing at our pain. Because y'all been doing that for a very long time. Y'all have been laughing at our pain for a very, very long time. Hey Chupa, how are you? There are people that have went through situations like this alone, to a team with her. What about the regular people that don't have a team around them? I agree. I think a lot of, so I think here's the issue. So when it comes down to this whole thing of having a team around you, you can have a team around you all day long. You can have a team around you all day long, but not having, there's a void. There's a certain void there when you don't have your parents there. There's a certain void, especially when you don't have your mom there. And as much as the team helps, it's a void. There's a void. There's a serious void without having your mother, especially, and she lost her mother and her grandmother, like very, very close together. So already she was trying to deal with that. That was already something that she had to come to grip with and try to work through. And I can tell you from experience, that's something that's not easy. That's not something that's easy to work through. Now she has to work through getting shot by someone that she cared about. You get to the point where you're tired of having to work through bullshit. People are always wondering, fucking I ain't monetized. People are always wondering why Black women, Black men, why the suicide rates are going up. You get tired of having to work through shit. You get tired of having to just go on and keep smiling and keep saying everything's okay and all of that when it's not. You get tired of having to lie to yourself and having to lie to everyone else just to quote unquote make it through. It gets tiring. You get tired of every single time you do something, it's wrong. Every single time you say something, it's wrong. You get tired of having hate thrown at you from every direction. Y'all wonder why these kids are killing themselves? I'm going to tell you why. Because they literally feel they have no other option. It's not these kids are weak. And they literally feel they have no other option. People can say, turn off your phone, do this, do that. Okay, that's great. So when these kids are going to school, when they're sitting there and they're getting tortured at school, tortured at home, they feel like their only refuge is online, and then they're getting tortured there. And they feel they have no one else, that no one in their corner, no one speaking up for them. What do you expect to happen? There are, now mind you, there are some instances where people just jumped the gun, but there are a lot of the instances where these kids are taking their lives. It's because they are beyond their last straw. Because they have been told that they were nothing since they were a child. Since they were very, very young. I keep on saying it is important that you speak life into these babies. I've said this for years. I've said this since I've been working with kids since I was 10 years old. And I've constantly said it is important to speak life into these babies because when you don't, you lose them. And Matt, the prison to pipe, the prison, I'm sorry, the school to prison pipeline is real. People can claim that we're delusional all you want. The school to prison pipeline is real because I've seen it. I've seen them label a 6-year-old a bad child with no hope and treat them as such until they got out of high school. I've seen it happen before. So I get it. When Megan says that, she didn't say anything because she didn't want the police to kill him. I get it. I understand where she's coming from in that retrospect. However, I wouldn't have given a damn, because he tried to kill you, so I wouldn't give a damn what happened to him. But that's just me. Well, that's not just me. A couple other people said the same thing. Hold on, wait. People who are laughing, the stupid ones, the situation isn't funny at all. That's the thing, though. There are a lot of stupid people. To the fact, Colesworth got to the point where Megan had to even come out and show her injuries because so many people were trying to come at her and say she was lying, that never happened, and this and that and the third. And everyone had their quote unquote theory. It just boggles my mind because what was so frustrating for me was that it wasn't this outpouring of love when it happened. It was, oh, what she do? That was the first thing people thought about. What does she do to get shot? Oh, it must have been her music. You know what she says in those songs. It's all about that. Finding every excuse for it to be her fault that she got shot. And now we know it was an argument. A freaking argument. I don't know what the argument was about. I don't even care. She wanted to get out the car. He didn't want to get out the car. She got out the car and shot it. Like that's how it went. There's no excuse for him. There's no excuse for what he did. But I'm sure he was trying to defend him now still. I haven't seen those, thank goodness. But I'm sure people are trying to defend him. We have to get to the point where we say enough is enough and it's unacceptable. You are not going to just treat Black women like trash and get away with it. Because at this point, what do we tell our young Black girls coming up? What do we say to them? How do we explain the situation? How do we tell them? Like my mom was very, very honest. I remember I was 8 years old. I came home. We had a cop come to the school. He called him Officer Friendly. I was like, Mom, it was so much fun today. Officer Friendly came and he showed us this, and he said don't do drugs, and he said this, and he said that, and he was telling us how to protect ourselves and milk off the crime dog and all this stuff. I came home and told my mom the same thing, and she was like, so you're not gonna like the cops in a couple of years. I'm just letting you know, Officer Friendly is only Officer Friendly right now. 8 years old, she told me. Officer friendly is only officer friendly right now. You're not going to feel this way in a couple years. And she was right. I wanted to be a cop until I was like 6. And then I found the justice system is a fucking joke. I'll get into that story later. But yeah, at 6 years old, I lost my faith in the justice system. At 6. 6, y'all. I don't know. Though I was in the car to detect what actually was done there. I feel bad for her, but I'm gonna keep it real until I'm so torn. I understand. So what happened? So what's funny is that it was somebody in the car. It was Megan, her friend, and Tori was in the back seat. So 3 people in the car. So I don't know what her friend said at this point, or if she's trying to stay out of it as best as she can, or she might speak at court. I don't know what her friend said at this point. I'm sure her friend's probably trying to hide to stay out of the whole situation until she absolutely has to speak about it. Only them 3 and God, baby. Only them 3 and God. Exactly. I do actually want to hear his dumbass statement. I do want to. Her best friend, yeah, yep. I do want to hear. I do want to hear his statement though. I want to hear his reasoning for it. Like I need to know what made you think that made him thought it was okay to shoot someone because they were trying to leave. I don't get that. But again, the problem is this comes back to this whole thing when it comes to domestic violence, right? Hold on, wait. Her friend came out against her a couple of weeks ago though. Oh Jesus, we ain't even gonna. Oh, honey. Wow. That's sad. That would be an ex-friend in my book. That would be an ex-friend in my book. You know, I think it's like I said, I haven't gone through the whole thing. I'm literally going by what I've seen and the reactions that I've seen at this point, because for me it was like, okay, I saw the video, I saw I saw that she had gotten shot. I saw when she was bleeding all over the sidewalk, all of that. And my first initial thing, period, when she got shot was, oh my God, I hope she's okay. Oh my God, thank goodness she didn't hit an artery. I hope she can walk again. That's what I'm thinking. But too many other people were thinking about, ooh, well, that's funny. She shouldn't have said this in her music and this and that and the third. Just crazy. Yeah, exactly. She said, "Cut the fuck up." I'm sure they aren't friends anymore after that statement. Yep. Yeah, you definitely you lost me on that one. You absolutely lost me on that one. Absolutely lost me. We have nothing to say now. We're done. There's nothing to say. Right. The first thoughts were that he shot her. Yep. Yep. But she didn't want to say anything because she was trying to protect him. But that happens a lot in abusive relationships. The woman won't say anything, or let me phrase it, the abused won't say anything because, let's be clear, both men and women can be abusive. Of course, in same gender relationships, a partner can be abusive. It does not matter if you're a man or a woman. Both can be guilty. In this case, it was a man. But that's only in this case. I get so tired of hearing excuses of why it's okay for us to get harmed. But people will make excuses all day long about why harming us was justified. They try to justify it every single time. And Breonna Taylor's killers is still out there. I'm still confused. But wait, you say you live in Kentucky? Do you live in Louisville? Have you what? I'm confused. What are the cops even saying? Because for me, my thing is that y'all screwed up. Your cops were too lazy to make a phone call into the station to find out if the person who they're looking for had been booked. And so you went into this girl's home. I don't even know why at this point. And shot first and ask questions later. Like, I don't get it. I do not get it. They're so protested. Nothing's been done. You live in Louisville? She said yes, nothing hasn't done. They're still protesting. Like, what is their excuse? Like, what is their excuse at this point? She didn't have a record. She wasn't harming anyone. She was fucking sleeping. Like, what is their excuse? Another thing is that why was the story buried? Never mind, to answer my own question. I was going to say why was the story buried, but then it comes from the, it's just a black woman. Never mind. I just answered my own question. They had the wrong address, and the bad part is the guy. That's what I'm saying. They had the wrong address, and dude was locked up. Again, a simple phone call from the cops that went to her house to the police station would have cleared this entire thing. We wouldn't know anything about it, and we'd be good. Now her family's distraught and traumatized. And of course, the media won't go away from them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure they got people just bothering them. And all they want to do is mourn their sister and be left the hell alone at this point. Because the more protests that come, the more it stays out in the news and the more their family can't rest. When all they have to do was lock up the cops that killed her because it's murder. I don't know what degree it is, but it's murder. Isn't it? I believe it's manslaughter, right? It's manslaughter when it's an accident, if I'm not mistaken. But it's definitely murder. But it goes back to this whole thing of we're always the ones blamed for it. I'm sure people were trying to find something negative on Breonna Taylor. I'm sure they were trying to find something. She failed a test back in the 5th grade type shit. They were trying to find something. And they found nothing. And they're mad because they found nothing on this girl to justify this. They tried to say that the dude was a drug dealer or something. One of her exes was a drug dealer. They tried to BS this so much. It was disgusting. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, so now it's her. It was her ex, and he was a drug dealer, and this, that, and the third. And instead of just saying we had the wrong address, we screwed up. Oh my goodness, the whole department's getting thrown away. We're gonna start over. What's wrong with that? Everyone screwed up, from the dispatcher to the cops that came to the house, to the cops that was at the station. Everyone screwed up. She was an astounding citizen. They could find nothing bad about her. And I forgot who I was talking to. I was talking to my friends, and I was saying, you know why they said nothing about her? Because it was during the pandemic, and when she got killed was right at the time when they were talking about how important essential workers were and how much they love essential workers, and this and that and the third. And the fact that they killed an essential worker would have put a wrench in all that bullshit. Breonna Taylor was an essential worker. She got killed at the time, right when I believe she got killed in March, if I'm not mistaken. So she got killed right when we went on quarantine, right? Or supposed to be on quarantine, or part of the country was on quarantine. Don't even get me started on that mess. It's a whole nother video. Because we all should have been on quarantine at the same damn time. But um but when part of the country was on quarantine and only essential workers were going out, and there was so this love and, and admiration for essential workers, y'all killed an essential worker. So you covered it up and said nothing. And then after George Floyd got killed, or no, let me phrase that. There were little stints of it online, but I'm talking about mainstream media, right? Covered it up, said nothing, and then when George Floyd got killed so brutally, then it was a problem. Then we want to talk about it. Then it was like, yeah, and Breonna Taylor's too. Wait, what? And then it's like, wait, let's look into this. What actually happened? Because we'd heard about it. We heard about the boyfriend, that had shot the cop or whatever and whatnot. And this is that he had gotten off. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. Well, he got off because, it was an accident. It's on the third. And the dude came in with a no-knock warrant. That's another thing. No-knock warrants. Why are we still doing those? Why are we still doing the no-knock warrants? I'm confused. I'm confused on why we're still doing the no-knock warrants for people that aren't freaking terrorists or people that are making meth or something. You're doing no-knock warrants on people, on innocent people. And if you're doing a no-knock warrant, isn't there something? There should be like a method of verifying the address that you're going to before you walk in the damn door. So was it laziness? Was it BS? Like I need to know what happened. Did they know they were going to the house of black women and they just didn't care? I need to know what happened. I would pay to be a fly on the wall whenever that court case comes up because I need to know what happened. How is it that you went from having the person that you need in custody to breaking down someone's damn door and shooting a sleeping woman, a sleeping essential worker? Colesworth said, I don't understand what the problem is. She was killed by the cops. They need to be locked up. Only one is locked up. The two other ones need to be locked up as well. I agree. Everyone involved needs throw the whole police department away. That's my take. Throw the entire police department away and start over. Because there were so many people that dropped the ball in that instance. And then I heard on another interview that they didn't even call the ambulance in time. They waited to call the ambulance because they were trying to get their story straight because they knew they were wrong. So they knew they were wrong. They knew they screwed up. They knew that this is going to look bad. So they made sure that it was buried as much as they could because they knew they weren't going to fix it. That's pretty much how it went. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I'll be in the chat. I might come live tomorrow. Yeah, I'm probably going to come live tomorrow. We have a guest on Next Legacy. We have Don Lewis, who, let me make sure I'm saying the name right. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm saying the name right. Let me just make sure before I. Hold on. Right? Yep. We have Dawn Lewis. It's Dawn with 2 N's. You know her as Jaleesa on A Different World. She will be on Next Legacy this Wednesday morning. And it is going to be noon p.m. Central Time. Don Lewis will be in the building. I'm so excited for this interview. It's going to be really, really fun. I talk about nostalgia and Black excellence. I cannot wait to toss to her. Shout out to Aaron Brandon for booking that one. And then we have another interview that I can't talk about till tomorrow. So yeah, I might go live tomorrow so I can give you guys the other interview, because the other interview, whew, yeah, that's going to be fun. But we can't even talk about it. We were told, so we had to wait until tomorrow to spill the beans. So all I would say, you see where my Danaya Azure is? Follow me on Instagram, because that's where the initial announcement will come out tomorrow. So if you are following me on Instagram at Danaya Azure, DANAYAAZURE, because that's where the initial announcement for our Sunday guest will be announced. Yes. So you should follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Snapchat at Danaya Azure. Grab your copy of HFL Magazine, and that's at www.k4sent.com. All of my links are below. If you have not done so, make sure that you guys download the Life After Sports app. You can download it on Google Play as well as iPhone or iOS, because iPhone, iPad, all of those fun things. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and get one out of here. I'll be in the chats, if I get home later tonight, I might go live. We'll see how the day goes. Still on the road. So 1,000. I am at 790 subscribers. Super excited, because I told you when I get into my 1,000, there are some giveaways. It's going to be a big show. Probably going to have some guests on. I don't know. It's going to be really, really fun. I definitely have some giveaways for you. Announcing my first sponsor. All of that. Hopefully by then I'll have a couple more sponsors, but we'll see. But definitely that 1K celebration is going to be lit, because I appreciate my subscribers so much. I appreciate my community. I'm going to finally have a community tab. That's what I'm super excited about. So I can show y'all how I share and support all over these social media streets right here on YouTube. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned. Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. Got to figure out what show I want to play with. But yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. So yeah, alrighty, you guys have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings, and take care, and continue to express what makes you unique.